Buying a home is one of the most exciting experiences you'll have in your life, but it can also be overwhelming, especially in this current market. You have contracts, conditions, financing, and inspections, and so many things that one wrong move could potentially cost you thousands. But my goal for this video is to walk you through the entire home buying process from the very start, meeting with the realtor for the first time, to the end, getting your keys and closing on your transaction, so you know exactly what to expect the entire time. So whether you're a first-time home buyer or you've done it before and you just want to improve some of the decisions you make along the way, this is going to be the only guide that you need to help you complete your buying process from start to finish. Before we get started, let me introduce myself so we're not complete strangers. My name is Mark Steele. I'm a real estate broker and I've been selling real estate since 2011. Through my career, I've worked as a real estate salesperson, I've become a real estate broker over that time, and I've become a broker of record at many offices as well, helping to manage, support, and train other realtors on how to do what I'm doing now, helping clients just like yourself to buy property. I've worked with people who have bought homes for themselves, their forever homes, and I've also worked with investors who've bought properties to rent out and have those tenants helping to pay their mortgages every month. I've helped people in the residential market and the commercial markets as well in many of the major cities across Ontario. Right now, I live and I do a lot of my work in Burlington, but I also have clients in Toronto, Kitchener-Waterloo, and a few other pockets of Ontario as well. My goal in my real estate career, and specifically with this video, is to simplify the process and make it a little less overwhelming for you. Again, so you know exactly what to expect through the entire transaction, and we can hopefully make it easy. Now with that being said, let's get started. Step 1, our first meeting. Everything starts with a conversation. So this is going to be where we sit down together, either in person or virtually, and really discuss what you want to accomplish with your first purchase. In this meeting, we want to talk about a few important things. We'll talk about your timeline. Are you planning to buy a home in 30 days, or do you want to make your move 6 months from now? Your motivation. Why are you moving now? What's important about now versus 6 months from now? Your lifestyle needs, including your commute, schools that you want to be close to, how much space you need, etc. Any of the must-haves versus the nice-to-haves in your future home. And of course, we'll talk about any concerns or fears that you have about this entire real estate process. This is also where you get to interview me, because not all realtors operate the same, and you want someone who's going to negotiate for you, protect you, and work hard for you through the entire transaction. So by the end of this conversation, we should have some clarity on whether we're a good fit to work together. Step 2, your pre-qualification or your pre-approval. Now this is one of the most misunderstood parts of the process, but it's also one of the most important. A pre-qualification is a quick estimate based on what you tell your lender, your income, your debts, and your credit. It's informal and it's not fully verified. On the other hand, a pre-approval is a lot stronger. A pre-approval means your lender has verified your income, checked your credit, reviewed your documents, and confirmed how much they're willing to lend you. When I'm working with clients here in Burlington or across Ontario, I typically tell them having a pre-approval is almost non-negotiable if you want to be serious about buying your home. A pre-approval will also help you lock in an interest rate, truly understand your budget, and give you the ability to move very quickly if you find the right home for you. So the bottom line really is, a pre-approval will give you confidence and credibility. Step 3, determining your ideal price range. Just because a bank says you're approved for $700,000 or $800,000, that doesn't necessarily mean that we should max out our budget and find a home at that price. So this is where we take that pre-approval and turn it into a comfortable price range for you. We'll look at the monthly payments, your property taxes, potential utility costs. If you're looking into a condominium townhouse or a condominium apartment, we'll look at the condo fees as well. And the most important thing is understanding and considering your lifestyle expenses as well. Because the goal isn't just to buy a home, but you want to have somewhere that you can enjoy life around that home as well. A lot of buyers make the mistake of becoming house poor, buying a property at the max of their budget and only having enough income every single month to pay for the property. Even worse if something happens where they lose one or both incomes in the home and now they're struggling. And we don't want that to happen to you. So our goal is to create a range where you feel confident and not stretched. Step 4, set up your search criteria. Now this is where the fun begins, and I set up a customized home search based on your criteria, your price range, your location, the property type, bedrooms and bathrooms, and the features that matter to you. Now this is a fun and important step because you'll begin receiving properties in real time as they hit the market, and sometimes before they hit public websites. And more importantly, I'll also filter out the bad deals, flag opportunities, and guide you away from potential red flags. Because not every listing that meets your criteria is going to be a good listing. Step 5, you give me your feedback. And this is really key. This is where great buyers, like yourself, separate themselves from the frustrated buyers who aren't getting what they want from the home search. So I need you to give me your feedback. Let me know what you liked from the home searches. Let me know what you didn't like. Let me know what surprised you. Because your first idea of your dream home will evolve quickly. And the faster you send me your feedback, the faster we can dial in and really narrow down on what you're looking for. This process isn't just me sending you listings, but it's a conversation back and forth so I can find the right home for you. Step 6, home tours. Now we start physically going out to see homes, and I want you thinking beyond just, do I like this? We'll look at the condition of the home, the age of major components, such as the roof, the furnace, etc., the layout and the functionality for yourself or your family, the resale potential in the next few years, and any potential risks. During our home tours, I will also point out things in the home that you might not notice, good things and bad things, because we don't just want to fall in love with a home, but we want this to be a smart investment decision long term. Step 7, writing an offer. When we find the right home for you, we move fast on preparing an offer. And to make that offer, we use a legally binding document called an agreement of purchase and sale. This document includes the offer price that you're willing to make on this home, the deposit amount that you have saved up and ready to go within 24 hours of acceptance of this offer, an ideal closing date or possession date, which is the date that you'd receive your keys, any conditions that we want to include in this transaction, like conditional on financing or conditional on inspection, and any inclusions or exclusions that you'd want from the home. This is where strategy is really going to matter because the way that we structure our offer could be the difference between winning and losing that offer, even if our price is the highest. Step 8, negotiation. This is where experience really matters, and my time in the industry will really come into play for you. When the seller receives our offer, they have 3 options. They can either accept, reject, or counter our offer. And this is where we can negotiate the price, the closing date, the conditions, or the inclusions, whatever the seller typically wants to counter if we're having some back and forth. And my goal during this part of the process is very simple. Get you the best deal possible while securing the home for you. And this is going to be a combination of strategy and psychology. Step 9, we have an accepted offer. Once both sides agree, yourself and the seller, we have an accepted offer. And this can be one of 2 things. A conditional sale, meaning there are conditions that still need to be met, like we mentioned before, conditional on a home inspection or conditional on financing. Or it's a firm sale, meaning the deal is locked in with no conditions. For most buyers, especially first-time buyers, I recommend including conditions for your own protection. Step 10, completing the conditions. This is your due diligence period, and the common conditions will include your financing approval, your home inspection, and if you're purchasing a condo townhouse or a condo apartment, getting a status certificate review by a lawyer. During this time, a lender or a mortgage broker will finalize your mortgage, a home inspector will check the property, and you may have a lawyer who's reviewing all of the documents as well. If everything checks out, you can waive the conditions and will be firm on your transaction. But if anything doesn't check out, we can either renegotiate the deal or walk away. This step is all about protecting you from making a bad decision. And step 11, final steps and closing. Congratulations! Once the conditions are waived, you can take a deep breath and relax. Your deal is firm and we can prepare for the closing process. Here's what to expect. You'll hire a real estate lawyer, you'll provide your down payment, your lender will send mortgage funds, and the title is transferred into your name. Now, during this part of the process, between having your deal firm and the closing, you should not make any major changes to your life, your job, or your finances. This would be a terrible time to purchase a new car because if you have changed expenses or increased debts, the lender could still take back that mortgage or change the conditions. But since you've watched this video, you'll get to your closing day just fine with no major changes to your employment or your finances. So you've reached closing day, you've gotten the keys from the lawyer, and now you're a homeowner. Congratulations once again. If you've made it this far into the video, you now understand the full home buying process from start to finish. And that's how you protect yourself, make better decisions, and win in this real estate market. If you're thinking about buying a home this year, or you just want some guidance on the process, feel free to reach out to me anytime. I'm an open book, and I'm here to help. I'm Mark Steele, real estate broker, and my email address is mark@soldourhome.com. And finally, if this video helped you, the one thing I ask is that you pass it on to someone else who might benefit from the help as well.